I just read Chainsaw Man chapter 111 and 112, and I do have some comments / a review on the two chapters, which I'm going to talk about right now. Before anything, I want to get out of the way is that it was great. It was a phenomenal 2 chapters. If you haven't read them, go ahead and read them. And if you haven't started reading Chainsaw Man Part 2, go ahead and begin doing that, because it's just going to get better from here. I feel like we've finally gotten past the early introduction arc. I mean, like, getting introduced to Asa as a character was an interesting thing, you know. They did a good job integrating her into the story very well. And I feel like she was just, a well done character, a character that they had spent, a good amount of time developing. And I feel like these first, I would say 13 chapters were just like her development as a character, her and Yoru and, other characters and stuff like that. As well as that, we get introduced to an amazing character in Yuko, with the Justice Devil, and I feel like her and the Justice Devil and their whole relationship and how she kind of pushes Asa's character into kind of having a purpose in a sense with this whole Chainsaw Man thing, and her hunting down Chainsaw Man, but not only hunting down Chainsaw Man, just her best friend, Yuko, ending up becoming the Justice Devil, and kind of her being friends with her Yuko, although she's a devil, kind of changes her perspective on the devils as a whole. And on top of that, I'm gonna get to the scene where at the end of chapter 111, after we get this whole amazing best friendship thing with Asa and Yuko, we kind of get a 2-page panel of just Yuko's head decapitated by Chainsaw Man, or what we believe is Chainsaw Man. My theory is that guy's actually isn't Chainsaw Man, and what actually is happening is that somehow these people are getting these powers in some other way in which is not natural. And I feel like because we get to see in chapter 112, actually, we're introduced to a character who has the engine starter that Denji has on his chest that makes him into Chainsaw Man. We see another person have that, and that kind of points to a clue in which we see that maybe Yuko didn't actually get murdered by Denji, but a different Chainsaw Man. And I feel like this arc setting up the potential of having a completely different Chainsaw Man and having Denji battle another Chainsaw Man, and also with Yoru telling Asa to actually get a friend, or a boyfriend in a sense, to make into a weapon, and she kind of chooses Denji, as we see in the end of chapter 112, asking Denji out on a date. This kind of sets up so much for the narrative that I feel like these 2 chapters might be some of the most important chapters I've read in Chainsaw Man in a while. And I feel like just the pacing, it's like every week somehow Fujimoto manages to top the week before, and he drops something that makes you want to read the next chapter and the chapter after that. And he just has a talent that I feel like other writers lack. I wouldn't say lack, but I feel like it's a talent that he has mastered. And I just can't wait to get into more Chainsaw Man. Literally, guys, I can't get enough of this series. Chapter 111 and 112, outstanding. Just can't wait to see Asa and Denji's relationship. Like I said in my previous video, yeah, guys, in conclusion, that's all I have to say about these 2 chapters of Chainsaw Man. And go ahead and read it, guys, and drop recommendations down below on more manga I should be reading, or manga I should just be like on. You know what I mean? Like manga I should get on, like Jujutsu Kaisen and shit. Just put me on, guys. Tell me what you guys want to see me make videos about.